righty. All right, so it's Smokeout 2019. This is our first chance to talk with our first band today, Broken Love. Thank you guys for taking some time to stop over.
Yeah, glad to be here.
You're welcome.
Thank
you.
Justin, Kyle, Nick, and Russell. Did I get you all right?
Yes.
Okay, fantastic. And we were just talking. So, Justin, you are like the leader of the band. You're from Canada.
Yes, correct.
And where are the rest of you gentlemen from?
New York.
New York.
New York.
Yeah, all the way down the line. We actually went to high school together.
Oh, okay. So how did you guys hook up? Had you known each other from other bands, maybe?
No, actually, we kind of met through the New York music scene. I mean, it's a big city. There's a lot of great musicians there. And these guys actually know each other from high school, like they just said.
Yes.
But it just kind of happened. My manager helped me out, and we now play in a band together.
Well, that's a lovely thing. So
Phone calls are amazing.
talk a little bit about your music and things like what is it about Broken Love that nobody knows about you guys, and what would you want them to know about you? Because you're kind of new coming in right now.
Well, there's a lot that people don't know. I mean, they definitely don't know a lot of our songs yet.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we only have 2 out now, but the record will be out in November. Unless the powers that be change that.
Same guy that produced Highly Suspect,
That's correct,
right?
yeah. Joel Hamilton did the record as well. Which they're actually the reason why I wanted to do the record with him.
Oh, right
which
on.
is pretty cool, and now we're playing a show with them, so.
He's kind of a big deal.
Yeah, yeah. And he did a great job on the record, that's for sure.
So you said February?
November is the working date.
Okay.
It might change, but for now we're going to say the fall
All right.
is a safe time to release the record.
So you growing up in Canada, you guys growing up in New York, going to school together, who did you kind of like listen to? Who did you cut your teeth on?
I figured I was going to go first.
Justin?
Got to check back, you know. I listened to a lot of Soundgarden, a lot of Kiss. Kiss was the band that kind of started everything for me.
Right on.
A lot of Sabbath, a lot of Zeppelin.
Yeah.
You know, all the standard stuff you need for good rock and roll.
Yeah.
Potion.
The basis?
Yeah, for sure. But those are kind of the guys that did it for me. Let these guys say
All
a
right.
word.
Yeah, a lot of the same
Yeah.
bands. I was also really into like Nirvana and Metallica, so like the rhythm guitar stuff was big growing up for me.
Same for you guys?
Yeah, same. I think for me it was more like Rage Against the Machine, Zeppelin, Audioslave, Nine Inch Nails. Like the heavy bands really helped me bring the thunder on a daily basis.
Down under.
Justin likes to say.
Bring the
I mean,
thunder.
Russell and I, our parents are musicians, and I think there's a lot of music that went into what we do and how we play, and I mean, from James Jamerson and Motown, like for me as a bass player, and like all the way to what these guys were all mentioning,
Yeah.
I mean, we've been keeping a running list of albums that we listen to in the truck, when we're driving around, and it goes from like Shostakovich symphonies to
I'm a Vivaldi fan.
Gojira, to Gojira, to like Little Feet, to
Travis Scott.
A lot of Captain Bungle.
all over the place. Mr. Bungle to you.
Captain Beefheart.
Nice, well played. So it looks like we have a few people out here. If you are standing in front of us, make some noise for Broken Love. They're going to be on our main stage here. So exciting. Once again, it's Justin, Russell, Nick, and Kyle, and they're going to tear it up for 2019's Smokeout today over at Express Live. Want to thank our friends Carnage House for putting on the pre-show. We're going to have all the bands cruise through. So talk a little bit about Shot Down, and that being the first one you've released, the specific one that we're playing. Talk a little bit about that song and how it reflects on the new album that's coming out in November.
Well, that one's sort of like a big train just hitting you over the head for like 2.5 minutes. And there's not a lot of songs on the record that do that, and that was sort of the motive behind having a song like that, because that was one of the last songs that was written for the record, and there was just a thing that was missing, and I'm like, man, I just want something that smashes, and doesn't stop.
Yes.
So that was written with that sort of idea in mind, and it was written coincidentally in the San Fernando Valley in California, which kind of inspired the lyric "shot down in the bottom of the valley," which could be taken quite literally.
Yes,
because we were in the valley, and it was damn hot that day. But yeah, it's just a fun rock and roll song. It's sludgy, it's still hooky, and I think it gets the point across of what we do as a band. That's for sure.
Do you have a working title for the new album yet? Do you know?
For right now, it's going to be self-titled. if something, if I hit my head hard enough or something and an idea comes to me. I actually hit my head 2 days ago. That's why they're laughing at me.
Was there drinking involved,
No.
or was it just a thing?
He was pumping
I was
iron.
at the gym.
Oh, for shit's sake.
Yeah, and
Planet Fitness.
yeah, I blame Planet Fitness. To be honest with you,
Planet Fitness, bad.
it's like you're trying to do something good for your body, and then you just hit your head.
Yeah.
And now I feel like I have a mild concussion.
Hopefully
I don't
the
know.
concussion won't settle in during the set, and then he just.
I see dead people. What the fuck?
There's nothing 10 beers can't fix.
Exactly, and we're going to
Van
need
motto.
it today. So, if there was somebody that you could collaborate with, who would it be? If there was somebody, once you kind of get settled into Broken Love and all that stuff, who would you collaborate with if you could pick one person?
I would love to collaborate with Jack White. I think that would be dope.
Yeah.
Just because everything he touches kind of turns to gold, and he's so versatile and can kind of do everything. I feel like we could come up with something pretty funky.
Yeah.
And I could steal a few of his tricks, that's for sure.
Somewhere between Raconteurs and White Stripes, and with a sledgehammer right in the middle.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Totally.
Who would you want to collaborate with, you guys? Is there somebody out there you'd love to work with sometime?
I'm a really big fan of Dan Auerbach of the Black Keys.
Yeah.
Another Ohio.
Yeah.
Band. And he worked with Joel Hamilton on. They did this like black rock record at Studio G a little while back. That was like a bunch of Brooklyn hip hop artists, and the Black Keys were the rhythm section for it.
Right.
I think he's a great producer and songwriter and just like a creative dude.
He has a way to find the sound.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Totally.
I think for me, there's this rapper Denzel Curry who is like a super duper metalhead and rock fan, and he did a cover of Bulls on Parade by Rage Against the Machine, which is on
Yes.
YouTube. And I'm like, dude, you should just get a band and do this shit. Like,
Yeah.
So I would love to be in that band.
Oh man, y'all just took all the good ones.
You're out there flapping in the wind down there.
Yeah, man. I'm on the end of the line, just getting the short end the whole way. I mean, I don't know. Like as a bass player, I'd love to just sit down with Thundercat or Esperanza Spalding for like half an hour, and like to work on something with either of those people or
Duo bass.
yeah, exactly. Dueling basses, man. That's what it's
Yeah.
gotta be. But no,
Big
I don't
bottom.
know. I mean, shit.
Have you ever seen the dueling pianos?
Yeah.
Okay, and they fight each other, and then they're like, "You bitch, you slut, you whore." You seen that?
I've never seen that.
Oh my God,
Sounds like I'd
it's
like it a lot,
entertainment.
though.
It's a lovely
So
thing.
there we go. Couldn't you see me and Thundercat doing something like that?
You slut.
So talk about your name, because it's different with BRKN capitalized and then Love. Where did that all come from?
Well, that was sort of the reason it was done that way was so it could stack well. You have 4 letters and 4 letters. Just for an aesthetic sort of thing.
Yeah.
And also all the cool kids these days are just like, you see those vowels? Just get rid of them.
Yeah.
You know?
I'm texting you. Just make it easy. BRKN Love.
Yeah, and I also would hope that it would kind of paint a more alternative side to what we do, because I consider us more of an alternative rock band,
Yeah.
as opposed to just a straight up hard rock band or whatever. And I feel like just the name being structured that way would sort of lend it to being, looked at as a little bit more alternative than just
Yes.
straight up broken.
That makes sense. And it does. Structurally, when you look at it, it's pleasing to the eyeballs.
I'm glad to hear that.
All right, so last question. You guys are doing some touring, obviously. I see you're going to be up in Cleveland at House of Blues with Theory of a Dead Man.
Yes.
Which sounds really exciting.
Yeah, that's
The
gonna be wicked.
Hob.
Yeah.
And then where else are you headed? Who else are you playing with?
We're currently out on tour with Pop Evil right now. So we're just doing this, and then tomorrow we're back on with them for like another week and a half, 2 weeks or something.
Right on.
And then after that, we got the festival Aftershock. We're doing that in
Yeah.
October. We got that one off with Theory. We're actually doing another show with Highly Suspect, and I think 311 and Glorious Sons in December or November. I'm not sure.
You guys are with everyone all over the place.
Yeah.
And Aftershock's going to be crazy.
Oh,
Gonna be
Hell
ridiculous.
Yeah, Tool
Man.
2019. Yeah.
They just released the schedule, like the daily lineups on that, too. To
Our
be out in
stage is like crazy. It's literally us, Crystal Method, Gojira, A Day to Remember, Tool on our stage. Like,
We got the good
how do
one.
we get on this?
Oh my God. You'll be out in Cali rocking with the big dogs. That'll be so
Yeah,
great.
baby.
That's going to go on my resume.
Hell yeah.
Well, thank you guys for taking the time. I appreciate it. I wish you the best. Tell Pop Evil that the Blitz says hi, because they're kind of one of our house bands. They've played this show and a few of our other ones. They're great people, and I'm glad you guys are out on tour. And let me tell you, that drummer, she is amazing.
She is such a beast.
Come on now.
A
Haley,
beast.
what?
Yeah, dude.
All right,
Amazing.
you guys, in our music bar, this is the band Broken Love. That's BRKN Love. And Justin, Nick, Russell, and Kyle. You guys make some noise. Broken Love hitting the Smokeout stage today at Express Live.
All right, thanks, guys.
Thanks, y'all.
Thank you.
Their new album, by the way, comes out. They're shooting for November. So look for it. All right, thanks a lot.
Thank you.